lined up, and you can just add full power. Nice and easy, and I'm going to help you stay on the center line. We'll just make sure that's nice and tight. If you want to work on the controls, I'll keep my hand on here till you can use both hands on the yoke today. So feet off the brakes, heels on the floor, and where are we? There's 55, so a little bit of right rudder, and you can just lift it. There you go. And now we just need to line ourselves with the runway. Nose down a little bit so we can achieve the 76. So put your nose down a little more, push down. Yeah, there you go. So it feels like we're going to hit trees, but I'm not going to let you do that. I just want to make sure we have a good, safe climb speed. And there it is, right there. Perfect. That's what you needed to do. Just a little trim down. This is a perfect climb out. There's 70, 75, 76 right there. We're going to pick up airspeed probably, so. See that little golf ball out there, that water tower? If you just kind of keep your eyes on that for a minute,
yep.
That'll be kind of runway heading.
Departing runway 19, staying in the pattern, flying W.
Okay, so hopefully this guy knows that we're right in front of him. So we're faster than him. What we have to be aware of is you got a guy in a 152 behind us. You should go ahead and turn left now. I don't want him to turn behind you and then, you know, we're on a parallel track and when you turn downwind, he's right on your ass or in your nose. Okay, so that feels like about 90 degrees, so let's roll out and look back at the runway and gauge our turn. That looks pretty good, right? And now you can go ahead and turn again. And just keep an eye on the airspeed. We don't want to go any slower than 76. We haven't done any stall practice yet, but if you finished your test, you know what that's all about, right? Okay, so there's 1,000. You can pull the throttle right back to 18. I'm looking for this guy. I don't see him yet, do you? Oh, he's just coming off the runway. That's good. So we have lots of time now. We're not in a rush. Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62862, left downwind 19, flying W. Got the 152 departing in sight. Okay. So that's pretty good. It's a little bit of a handful when you come out here.
18 you want me to bring it down to?
Sorry?
1800?
Yep. Yeah, so let's go right to 1800 because we're getting close to the end of the runway here and we want to start our descent in a second. So you're in the white arc.
Flying W, Cessna 024, turning left cross.
Why don't you grab the carb heat real quick? The power is set and you can go ahead and put 1 notch flaps because we're in the white arc. And now the nose is popping up a little, so we just want to push it down right there. See this picture right here, Leo? That's how much earth you want to be able to see from the horizon to the nose, whatever that looks like. And look, we're rated about 300 feet per minute, so I'm going to just put just a touch of trim downward. And I'm going to take a little bit of power out. That's actually good right there. You can leave it. 17 and a half. Let's go ahead and turn left now. I'm going to give you just a touch more power to 17 and a half. So don't let the nose drop too much. This looks really good. That's perfect. Nothing the matter with this. Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62862, left base 19, flying W. Okay, you can get another notch flaps in right now. We're still in the white arc and our airspeed looks really good. So we're a little high because we didn't start down until we were almost done our downwind leg. So one thing we can do is take a little bit of power out and push the rest of the flaps in. And we'll descend, let's descend at like 600 feet per minute for about the next 30 to 40 seconds. And that'll get us down close to where we want to be. And I don't want to turn to the runway until I know that the runway is going to be aligned. Look at the airspeed real quick. We're at 70 right now, 71. So the reason we can go a little slower right now is because we have all these flaps in, and our stall speed has been lowered as a result of the flaps. We still don't want to do anything stupid though. So now I feel like we're kind of back where we want to be at 450 feet. So I'm going to add a touch of power right here. We're going to use the power as a means of adjusting our altitude always. So we're well clear of these power lines at 400 feet, 350 feet. It's actually a little closer than normal, but now.
Flying W, Cessna 024, turning left base.
So what we don't want to do is get any slower than this. So just keep the nose pointed down at the runway, and you can add a little bit of power. Just a touch. There you go. And there's the red light. glide path. And we want to hold this picture right now of Earth, you know, below the horizon. And that's really all we're trying to do here. So we're starting to get a pink light on the left side, but we're still fine. It's white, pink. And we're just going to hold this right here. We're not going to take the power. Now you can start taking the power out. Keep it coming out, keep it coming out. And we're going to go down toward the runway. And we're just going to get over the runway. And that's about as good as the landings get in a Cessna. It's going to go full power now. We'll do a touch and go here. So look back and make sure the flaps are up.
Flaps are up.
Flaps up on my side, full power. Airspeed 65 or 70, so we're just going to lift. You have the plane, and we just want to go right through these trees. So you got plenty of airspeed now. You're at 80, so you can just lift the nose a hair. That's it. If you're comfortable, you can put your hand on the throttle. That's really where it should be. That's good. So we just started a whole new pattern. There was no rest period there, taxiing back. We're pretty well clear of all the trees. Now you have like an excess airspeed of almost 10, 15 knots, so you can use a little bit of that to climb.
Come up at 500, bring it to the left.
You can go 500 or 600. I mean, I try to stay away from these houses, so you can turn right now, and so these people can eat their dinner in peace. How's that feel?
Good. Still climbing?
Yep. Yeah, as long as we're still climbing. Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62862, left crosswind 19, flying W. Okay, I think right about now we should be about 90 degrees, not quite.
Almost.
Yeah, sorry. And if you want, you can just keep it coming right around because we're going to be really wide. So just keep your turn coming all the way around. I don't see anybody else out here to impede our turn. So this is kind of how wide a typical student's pattern's going to be when they first start. And as you get more and more experienced, it might get half this wide. There's nothing the matter with this as long as there's not a lot of people in the pattern, because what you don't want is somebody flying inside of you there by accident.
All right, now we're parallel. Almost.
Keep an eye on this. Let's pull the power straight back to 18 right now. Just come right back. Put the nose down. Let's go back down to 1,000. Let's just go right back to 1,000. I'm just going to push the nose down a little bit gently here. Keep it coming back to 18. There you go. So now we're at 1,000. You can put the carb heat on. Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62862, midfield, left downwind 19. Okay, you're all set now. So, white arc. So we got to lift the nose just a hair to slow us down. There's nothing we can really do to slow us down at this point except lift the nose. There you go. Now you can put 1 notch flaps in.
1 notch.
And you'll notice the plane's going to start to slow down. So now we want to start that 300 foot per minute descent. And some of the books you'll read will say 500 feet per minute. If you do 500 feet, you'll land in the field every time. So now our nose came up. This thing's going to lag a little, so that thing's not instantaneous. There you go. That's it right there. Try and get that sight picture. You can go ahead and turn left anytime you're ready, 90 degrees. Probably just need a really small amount of power to 17.5. We're going to be about a half mile longer than the power lines where we normally are, so anticipate that you might have to add a little bit of power somewhere between here and the runway, because we're about a mile away from the corner of the runway right now. I would probably right now maybe think I better add a little bit of power to hold my altitude until I get over where I'm going to turn over the wires. Just a little bit, maybe maybe up to 18 exactly. And just don't let it descend.
I always feel like I'm going to overshoot it and have to drop it.
Overshoot the...
See the other runway over there?
Oh no, we're not going to... So we don't want to go too much further out because they sometimes are coming out this way. So what happened was we were just...
I think we crabbed a little.
Well, no, we were too wide on the downwind. Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62862, left base. Flying W track, if you want to get out in front of us, we have about 30 seconds here.
Okay, see what I can do. Thanks.
Okay, you can go ahead and turn final real slowly.
Flying W, Cessna 024, departing runway 19.
So I just told him to go ahead and get in front of us, so I'm staying on the control here because we did overshoot this a little.
Yeah.
We're going to do an S turn here, so we're going to go out this way a little bit, and we're going to give him like another 3 or 4 seconds to get out of here. So keep an eye on your airspeed. We still have lots of airspeed. I'm going to put in another notch of flaps. So all we're doing right now is just giving him a moment. Okay, now we're landing again. So I'm going to dump the rest of your flaps. There are not 2 planes on the runway anymore, so we have the place to ourselves. You can start working the power back, and we just want to use your feet. So watch, we can use our feet to line the plane up with the runway. So that looks pretty good right there, and we want to make sure our feet are off the brakes, and now just lift the nose and pull the power back. Just a little bit though, and we want to hold it.
Power in.
Not yet. Let's get rid of the carb heat and keep an eye on him, so full power. I'm going to hold the throttle right there, and you can just concentrate on the airspeed. What's our airspeed?
60.
Okay, so you can go ahead and rotate. Keep it coming. There you go. Just hold that pitch attitude. We're going to make it well past these trees. That's perfect. Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62862, touch and go 19. We have the departing traffic in sight. We'll extend our departure leg. Okay, all good here.
We'll go farther out.
Yeah. Use a little bit of that airspeed right now just to get above those trees. There you go. And now you can